everybody. Welcome back to our channel. It's your girl, Bex.
And I'm Carly.
And we're here to deliver content to unlock your mindset and actions to be limitless. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And like we always say, ring the bell notification so you can get notified when we're dropping gems just like this. And welcome back to our podcast, Be Limitless Unlocked. It is episode 4. Do all the good stuff. Like, comment, review, share it with your friends.
Absolutely. Okay, so today's episode is one we are super proud of, and we're going to share something incredible, something we've been working on, but we are going to be talking about the 8 tips for using the ultimate journal. And there's reasons why we think it's the ultimate journal, because we have combined different elements and things that we've seen gaps or things that aren't there in journaling, or just generally just putting things in your diary, your fitness plans. And we said, well, why aren't they together? It's all about physical and mental health. And for us, that's what made us create the journal that we have. And Bex is going to share it to you now. My journal to be limitless. So we've just released this on Amazon a few days ago now.
We hit our deadline. If you remember, yes, a couple of weeks back, we said that we were going to do a journal, and we said we wanted it out by Black Friday, and we hit that. So super, super excited. Sorry for jumping in.
No, that's all right. Absolutely. It was painful in parts, but it was also good. And it's funny because as we were like going through the process, once you know how to do it, it's so easy. But initially, to create it itself, it took a long time because it had obviously a lot of thought went into it. There's a different, so we basically combined 2 elements. As you all know, I'm a CrossFitter, and we know how important just what working out is for you mentally and physically. So that's the area I focused on, was putting together like a daily fitness plan. And yes, it's quite challenging, but you can tailor it to how you want. Absolutely. Bex is probably going to share. Go on, Bex.
It's challenging. Like, I did the day 1 exercise and my legs are hurting. So like Carly said, pace yourself. If you want to just take it down a notch, then, do what your body says you can do, basically.
Exactly. And that's why, like, a lot of it, I haven't put you have to complete in this time. It might be like you've got 18 minutes to do as many rounds as possible, but I haven't said your goal is 20 or whatever. You do whatever you can do. Go at your pace. If it says do 10 of this, 5 and 1 or whatever, feel free to half it, or you haven't got 20 minutes, you've only got 10, absolutely fine. And I've made sure that there is a non-equipment version, because not everybody's got equipment at home. So if you don't, you can just grab any random object, get a 2-liter bottle of water. That's good enough. It's extra weight. It's extra something that just kind of helps to supplement your workout. So yeah, give that a try. Bex gave the first one a go, which was challenging. So I gave her some alternatives to do as well. And then Bex as you know, Bex is like super keen and into like affirmations, has done a few challenges in the past. So she'll just share with you now like how she put that bit together.
Yeah, definitely. So as you say, I love the affirmations side of things, and like bigging yourself up and making sure that you try and put yourself into a positive state of mind. So we've got a little section in there showing like why you're proud of yourself, affirmations, what you're grateful for, and then a section for reflection. So what went well in your day, what was an area that you want to improve on, and just basically having that time to reflect. So there's so many things that we wanted to add into the journal, but I didn't want to make it too long. So every day you've got a couple of pages that you can fill in. But yeah, there's definitely things that I think we might do a part 2 in regards to maybe a different section or another area or topic. But I'm super, super proud of the work that we did in such a short time. I think we learned some lessons. We really wanted to release it on Black Friday, but with that, we had a reveal with people. So when people were receiving this book, it was exactly the same time that we were receiving the book. So we didn't actually have a time to review what the content looked like, what the printing looked like. So we've made a couple of changes, and yeah, it's just a lesson learned. We will maybe put off and say that we're going to overrun our deadline, just to make sure that our first release is the best release.
Yeah, but to be fair, the changes we made are very minor. They're nothing like, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's not a change of the.
Yeah, the content is absolutely fine. It's how we want it. It's just minor things in terms of the printing. So we've gone back and uploaded a brand new manuscript. And to be fair, this is all the things we'll be looking at, comments from people, feedback, and then applying that to any future versions. And we've already got ideas for 2 additional journals now as well, which we're super excited to do. We know how to do the process now, which is awesome. It's so straightforward once you know how. But I was up until like 2 a.m. trying to figure this out. Uploaded it, and then you go to another section which starts talking about taxes and all this stuff, so then I had to figure that bit out, but it's done now, which is amazing. And you know, like I said, we are so excited to now work on 2 additional ideas. Literally, we've just brainstorming last night and just were like, hang on a minute, what about this? Hang on a minute, what about that? And they're completely different from this, and a really different audience and direction. So we're so excited. We've put a lot of dedication into it, like kind of watching a few videos on how to do stuff. You see, you know, a lot of journals are just a title and a date with just empty lines. We didn't want it to be like that. We wanted it to be very specific, helping people to focus on certain things, writing down specific goals, thinking in a certain way. We kind of give you a quick guide on how to create a vision board, which is something that we both have done in the past, and we said we want to make update our current vision board. So we really hope you check it out. Of course, we'll put the link in the description, but there's definitely more to come there. So yeah, so exciting.
It's super exciting, but one of the things, why did we want to do a journal? So like we said, we like to focus on our mental health and our physical health. Journaling really does improve your mood and your well-being as well, and it helps you to connect to your values, emotions, tracking of your goals, like your self-development, and you can reflect. Gives you time to reflect. Gets clarity, allows you to just mentally dump on paper what is going on and whirring around in your head. One of the things that I like to do is anything that I'm having an issue with, for example, I like to just put it down. What's the issue? What's the pros? What's the cons? How do I work out and get a solution? So I think that for me is really key about journaling, and it's just something that we wanted to bring to the market. So I'm super excited.
100%. And on that note, we're going to cover 8 tips in order for you to use this ultimate journal that we have. So just some things and lessons that we've learned that you can then apply to journaling. Even if you don't use this particular journal, any journal at all, you can apply these tips to.
Absolutely. So the first one is about committing and creating a routine. So setting a time and putting a reminder for you to complete your journal every single day and turning it into a habit. So one of the things I would say is start small, like any habit, even if it's only 2 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, whatever it is, and then build up over time.
Number 2, keep a separate notebook. Try not to use things that you're already making notes on, like school books or anything like that. Get yourself a separate, whether it's a notebook or an official journal like we've created, but use something completely separate that you can track all your journaling in.
Absolutely, that's a key one. Number 3 is creating an inspiring space or environment. So where you can go and focus without interruptions. For me, for example, I like going to my bedroom. So our bedroom is like literally the most tidiest place in our house. So that's where I go and journal because it's quite a fresh space. And then also I like to play like soothing music as well. So like maybe like meditation type music, spa type music, because I think it sets off the ambience and allows you to think and just have a clear state of mind.
Absolutely. Number 4, write a letter to yourself. So this could be either to your past self, maybe giving yourself advice, or it could be to your future self and some of the accomplishments you can see ahead. And I remember speaking to a coach, and he was saying that, you know, try and get in the habit. Think about 5 years time from now, write down everything you've accomplished. Like it's almost like a vision board. It's a written vision board. So that's just another way of you doing it. Just kind of releasing your thoughts and releasing your goals onto paper.
So number 5 is clear your head and get into the zone. So really just making sure that you're ready to write, that you're going to dedicate this time for your writing, and just making sure that you feel like you're ready to go. If it doesn't feel right, then you don't have to do it there and then. Maybe just delay it an hour or put it to another time of the day.
Absolutely. Number 6 is to track your goals, your progress, and your successes. Keep a record of these. And for me, like, I journal a lot my CrossFitting. So it'd be the programs that I've been doing or the training, but I'll also make notes. It's not just about me, oh, I've hit this weight or that weight. It's also how I felt. So I will write in red if I didn't feel good about a session or I need to work on something. And I'll write in green if I felt, yeah, this went really well. I felt strong. I felt good. This was a PB, etc. So keep track of what your goals are, your progress is, and also your successes along the way. Never forget where you've come and that starting point. You might not always be at your final goal yet, but just reflect on all the stages to get there.
Absolutely. Number 7, carry your journal. Now, I'm a little bit on the fence with this one. I like to carry my own journal because I think that as I think of things through the day, I like to be able to write it down. However, if it is quite personal and it's not something that you would want other people to see, maybe you wouldn't want to do that. That's what I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Private ones.
Yeah.
And finally then, tip number 8, there's no one way to do it. So though we've given you loads of tips and maybe you want to try tracking in certain ways, it is completely up to you how you want to do it. It might just be quick bullet points. You might want to tell yourself stories. I've seen one method where people write little notes and fold them up and put them into a jar. It's completely up to you. So don't feel pressured that you have to do it anyway. Just let rip, just release and write whatever it is you feel was on your heart. So
that's our 8 tips for completing the ultimate journal. If you've got any tips, make sure that you comment down below. And that's the end of our video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been your girl, Bex.
And I've been Carly. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode, and we will see you next week.
Peace.